Good morning. So, did you completed your practicals? Everyone? Guys, responses please. Did you completed your practicals? Okay. Good. So, guys, those who are not doing practicals, I cannot help on you guys. It's you have to take an effort, right? If you want to do the practice, you have to take it up. Okay. So it's only very simple things. So if you get some errors, that is good. Try to resolve it. If not, let me know. So let me share my screen. Where is that authenticator? 298134. Easy to build it, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. I'm sharing my screen. Just check it. Okay. Okay. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. There are a few questions. So, what if I delete the default security group in a region? I showed you this. If you delete it, you can recreate it. No, it default Oh, you mean the rule I'm saying? Don't delete the security group itself. I think you cannot delete that, right? So it's always if you have deleted the rule, you can create it back. Yeah. Good. Okay. So what we're gonna do today is let's go to EC2, right? And then what we're gonna do is let's go and launch the EC2 instance. I deleted the VPC and the default security group subnet got deleted in the region. Yes. Who told you to delete the default VPC? Why did you go to the VPC section at all completely? Sai Verma. Did I say you to go and delete the VPC? Why did you went to VPC section completely? Why did you go to the VPC console? So I cannot do anything for that. That's what I said. Until I say, please go, don't go here and there and don't do anything. So guys, whatever I give the task, finish that. That is more than enough. Okay. So if you're going and doing new things, that's good, right? But you need to wait, Sai Verma, if you delete the VPC until we complete the VPC. Or else use a different region. Did I say that? Did I say that there are so there will be a default VPC, no? Why you are worried? If I could have, if it is chargeable, then I could have said that go and delete. No, did I say that? You should follow me, yaar. Come on, should follow me. What I say every time, go to EC2 dashboard, make sure everything is zero. How many times I was telling this? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Every day I say this. Once you do the EC2 practicals, come here, make sure everything is zero except key pair and security group. Did I ever went and show you go to the global view and then see all the VPCs go and delete all these things? Did I say that? Mm. Mm. Okay, so let's go ahead and then um, let's go and launch instance. So guys, now today what we're going to do is, yesterday we covered this AMI snapshots. Let's talk about volumes and lifecycle manager today. Okay. So for this, what we're going to do is, should we go and work? I'll show you on this Windows machine. Okay. So let's go and launch Windows Server. Call it as Windows Server 1. Okay. And browse AMIs. Now you might be perfect of launching the EC2 instance, correct? Give me a second. Yeah. So if you come down, there will be a Windows Server 2022 base. Select that. Good, Raju. Right. And instance type is T2 micro. And then go with the 9 name batch. Ta-da. And then here, default VPC. Select default VPC. Go with 1A. Enable the public IP. Select existing security group. And then select the default security group. And rest everything keep it same. Okay. So I'm going and launching it. Boom. And then same way, I want to launch one more server, one more instance. So I call it as Windows Windows Server 2. Okay. Or Windows. So browse, free tier, come down, and then select this guy. And then select a 9 name batch. Edit this. This time I'll put it in 1B. Okay, select existing section group, this one, and then boom. So now we have got a two EC2 instance, which is server 1 and server 2, which is running on 1A and 1B. Okay. Now, how many volumes will be there on the left side? 2 volumes. If you come down here, you see these volumes here. You see 2 volumes has been launched. Okay. So one is so the bottom one is 1A. So that meaning this guy is Windows Server 1, correct? This guy is this. Now you can easily see. So now here you might be having a question, sir. If you select server 1, now you want to see, sir, how many volumes are there for this EC2 instance, right? You know, which is the volume which is attached. So if you come down in description section, do you see this here? Root device slash dev slash SDA1. What is that meaning of slash dev slash SDA1? It's a root volume, correct? So if we have additional volume, it will be listing over here. It will be listing it here in this empty space. So if we click on it, this is the volume ID. So this is the volume that is attached to the EC2 instance. So if you click on this, open it, and then you will see that volume. Do you see this? Yeah. So this is how you identify which volume is attached to the EC2 instance. Did you okay, ma? Getting it? Okay. So now my machines are Okay, server 2 is ready. First one I launched server 1, right? Both are ready now. Should I go ahead and then log into the EC2 instance now? Okay, now I'll try to log into server 1. Okay. Boom. Log into server 1, connect, and administrator, and get the password 9 a.m. batch, decrypt it, and get the password, put it out here, and then enter. Yes. Okay, this will be logged in. So now let's go ahead inside this volume section and try to see the options there. Okay, so now do you see this here, guys? Actions. In actions, what we can do with the volumes? Okay, so in actions, what we can do is modify volume. I'll come to this point, modify volume. Before that, can you create a, so now I have this volume. This is, can I say this is my C drive, root volume, right? Or call it as root, simple. This is my root, right? These are all my root volumes. Yes. Now, if I want to take the backup of this volume, what is the backup of the volume called? What you need to take? If you need to take the backup of the volume, you need to take the snapshot, correct? How to take the snapshot? So just go to whichever the volume that you want to take the snapshot, and then go here and then create snapshot. Yesterday we have created it, no? Click on create snapshot and snapshots will be created. So it is 30 GB. You know yesterday how to create a snapshot already. If not, just click on create, select whichever the volume it is, create snapshot, give the name and then hit it. Snapshots will be created. And then I'll come to this point later. Detach volume. Now you tell me guys, is it possible for me to detach this volume? If I click on detach volume, Enduku, why? Kaiku? Excellent. It's a root volume. So did we learn that is it possible to detach the root volume while EC2 is running? No. So click on detach volume and see if I want to detach it. It says that root is unable to detach the root volume from this instance. So you cannot detach it. So if you want to detach it, what you need to do? Stop it. Correct? So now I have already logged into server 1. So which EC2 instance should we go and test it? Should I stop server 2 and test it? Okay. So I'm going in, stopping server 2. Stopping server 2. Stop. So I go to the volumes. So now for server 2 root volume, so can I detach the root volume now? Yes. Let's click on detach volume and do you see this? Click on detach and it is detached. So now it was in use. If I refresh it, now it will be in available state. So now this volume is available now? Yes, it is now available. That meaning it is not attached to any of the EC2 instance. Got it? How to detach the root volume, guys? And how to attach it back? Same thing. I'll show you how to attach it back. But the question here is, this volume is in which availability zone? Server 2? 1B, correct? So now this 1B volume can be attached to any of the EC2 instance which is in 1B? Answer is yes, correct? So guys, this volume, now this is the root volume because you have sense and you are AWS engineer, right? You know, right? When you're detaching it, you know that's a root volume, right? So you can attach this root volume to any of the EC2 instance. Let's say, for example, you have this 1 and 2, right? And it has the root volume here and root volume here. Now what you did, you detach the root volume here. So what you can do, can you attach the same root volume to any other VC2 instance? Yes. But you detach this and then attach this existing one, the new one. Based on the requirement, you can go ahead and then play with attach and detach concepts. But I'll tell you the reason. Yes, correct. It should be in the same availability zone. Now I have it in 1B. My 1B volume is available. Can I attach this 1B volume to the 1A EC2 instance? Answer is no. Why? Let's see this. Now I'm going and attaching it. See, attach volume. So here, do you see this? My volume is in 1B. So your EC2 instance will be only the EC2 instances which are in 1B will be listed here in the dropdown. There is no way that 1A EC2 instance will be available here in this dropdown. Based on your availability zone of the volume, those availability zone EC2 instances will be listed. So that's the reason you have no chance at all to attach 1B volume to 1A EC2 instance or 1A volume to the 1B EC2 instance. Correct? Now I have selected server 2. So here device name. So you know this. This volume is a root volume or additional volume, the one which you are attaching it. Root. You know, right? It's a root volume. What, Pooja? Did we ever create an additional volume? Why you're saying this? Right? So guys, this is a root volume. So when you're attaching the root volume, what is the device name that you should always go with? /dev/sda1. Remember, whenever you are attaching the root volume to any of the EC2 instance, make sure that you will be attached as a /dev/sda1. So whenever you have attached with the /dev/sda1, then only the EC2 will consider that the operating system is there inside this volume and the booting will be happening from this volume. So if you have attached this to as a XVDF or something else, your EC2 instance will come up? Answer is no. So your EC2 instance will identify the root volume as with this device name. Understood how to attach a volume? So click on it's here. So /dev/sd1 is for the root volume. XVDF till P, you can go with the data volume, that meaning additional volumes. As it is root volume, I'm just putting /dev/sda1 and click on attach it. Now it got attach it back. Now if I refresh it, so it is in use. So everyone understood how to detach and attach the root volumes? So if I go to actions and guys, is it possible to delete the volume without detaching it? No, correct? So first you need to detach and then you need to delete it. What is the meaning of force detach? Forcefully you detach it. So just in case, guys, is it possible to force detach your root volume? Yes, you can do that, Kamal. So guys, is it possible to force detach your root volume? No, answer is no. So force detach volume can be happening only for the additional volumes. And manage auto enable IO. Do not go and disable this. So guys, so auto enable IO's input output should be happening. So don't disable it. So keep it like that only for good performance and the tags. And now coming for modify volume. So now I go. Now what is the size of the volume, Chiti, now here? So I have logged into my Windows Server 1, right? Okay. So I open this. So do you see this banner on the desktop right side? Or the host name, instance ID, private. These is nothing but metadata. The host names. When you're launching the EC2 instance, it has asked now host names, resource IP address, all these things. So in the banner, you will get all these things. So here, what is your C drive? It is 30 GB, correct? Let's assume this 30 GB, this EC2 instance is used by some developer, and he has asked you, hey, my 30 GB is full. Can you please increase the volume size? That is a requirement. Can you please increase the volume size? Will you say that, hey, the EC2 instance is 30 GB only, I cannot increase it? You cannot say that. So did we learn that? Is it possible to increase the volume size on fly? Yes. Do I need to stop the EC2 instance? No. So how to do that then? So now let's say, for example, select the volume which you want to increase it, and then modify volume. So what is the default volume? What is the default, EBS volume type? GP2, right? So that is a GP2 here. But if at all you want to change it to something else, you can go with it. But did I told you that volume type, the root volume supports only what? GP2, GP3, I1, I2, and standard. Except ST1 and SC1, it supports all. Correct? Did we learn this? So I'm not changing the GP2, but I'm increasing from 30 GB to, let's say, 50 GB. Is it possible to decrease the volume size to 20? Do you see this? The size of the volume can only be increased, not decreased. On fly also no. If you take downtime also no. Volume size cannot be decreased. So I'm just going it with 50 now. So how much I'm increasing it? From 30 to 50? So 20 GB I'm increasing it. Okay. Understood how to increase it? So I just click on modify. Right? It says that, hey, are you sure increasing volume? Are you sure that you want to do it? Yes, I click on modify. So now this 30 GB, if I refresh it, now it has become 50 GB. Correct it? So now if I go to the EC2 instance, my C drive should also become 50 GB. So if I go to C drive, do you see this here? If I refresh it, my C drive is not 50 GB yet. What is the reason? Reason is, guys, does AWS has access inside your EC2 instance? Even though he has assigned that 20 GB extra to the volume, but you need to do something from the EC2 instance. That AWS cannot do it, because did we learn that in the starting days, I told you that AWS will not have access inside our EC2 instance? This is one of the classical example. So in order to make this available, go to disk management. So right click here and then go to disk management. It's opening. So AWS has allocated this 20 GB already here, but that is in unallocated state for our EC2 instance. The raw volume is there, that we need to make it available. No? So for this, what we need to do, guys, right? You need to extend this 30 GB to this 20 GB, no, to become 50 GB. Yes. So what you need to do, right click on this 30 GB C drive and extend volume. Right click on the 30 GB and click on extend volume. So your favorite, click on next, 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 and finish it. And now it has become 50. Go here, and if it was 30, if I refresh it, it's 50 now. Do you see this? So guys, did we had any downtime? No. Any developer got what is that? Interrupted? No. No. Correct? Nothing happened. Correct? So guys, not only this 50 GB, up to 16 terabyte, I just mentioned as 50 GB. There, can you mention as a 16 terabyte also? Yes. Same thing. Morally is asking what happens if you decrease it to 30. Till now I was screaming it. Is it possible to decrease the volume size? That's why when you're listening to the class, don't talk to their girlfriends. I'm just kidding, joking, huh? Don't take it. What will happen to EC2 if detached root volume? What will happen if you take out the heart from the heart from the human being? Dead. Simple. If you're detached the root volume, can you start the EC2 instance? No. There is no engine for your car, only empty. Okay. Understood, guys? The same way from 20 GB like till 16 terabyte, you can use it. The only difference is, so when you are, if you here, click on modify. So guys, modify is grayed out because it is in progress. Do you see this? It is optimizing. That's why it is not there. So here, select this. And so here I have just mentioned as 50 GB. Like this, you can go up to 16,384 GB. That meaning 16 terabyte. How much is this? You can calculate. Okay. Same. Yes, Babu. Morally, I was telling you, I understand your question. You're asking, my question is, once you increase, there is no going back. What is the answer, guys? Once you cannot go back, decrease it. That's it. So while modifying the size, if OS drive crash, what will happen? If you're just modifying this, nothing will happen. Simple as that. There is no chance of crashing it. It's not a physical, our laptop or desktop on olden days. No. There is question, sir. Conceptually, attaching the root volume to another EC2 instance in the same available is nothing but increasing the size only. Am I right? As there will not be two root volumes. Yes, there will not be two root volumes, but there is a scenario I'll tell you today. That will be one of the tasks. Hey, by the way, Oi, Chitti, have you done this image task, the first one? Everyone? Okay, I told you to launch an EC2 instance from the image. Create an image, launch from it. So how did you log into this newly created EC2 instance? What is the password of that? Did you got the password? Very good. The password will be the same password of the first EC2 instance. Very good, guys. Okay. That was the thing. Okay, good. Okay. So everyone understood, guys, how to increase the volume size? So modify volumes, create snapshot, you done, right? All these things you have done. So before okay, now, should I go ahead and then create a new volume, additional volume, and attach it to the server one? This is also one of the requirement. So how to add a D drive? So here in my EC2 instance, I have only C drive. Okay. Now I want D drive. So what you do? There is a question from Swati. How much volume free? What is the maximum limit? What is we have learned all these things. So what is the size of the volume? Maximum size of the volume 16 TB. So how much? What is the free size for us? 30 GB. So I'm increasing from 20 GB. So it doesn't take much charge. Only 5-10 rupees will be there. That's fine. So now, guys, I need to go and create an additional volume. See here, do you see this on the right side? We have create volume. Click on create volume. So now, as you're just using for testing purpose, guys, additional volume. Did I told you that additional volume supports all volume types? Whereas root volume was only GP2, GP3, IO1, IO2, and standard. But whereas here, in additional volume, you have SC1 and ST1 also. So now, I'm just going and showing you. So do you need to go with GP2, bigger one? let's go the worst one here, magnetic. That too, I'll just go with the 10 GB because I don't want to spend more money here. I mean, not me, you. Right? So minimum, let's go with the 10 GB. Guys, we are just adding additional volume. Does it matter with the volume type? Doesn't matter. It's just selecting it. So select it. And then now you tell me this volume should be created in which availability zone? So we have the server one, right? So if you create this volume in 1B, is it possible to attach it to the server one? No. So the volume that you should create is with as the same as your EC2 instance. So I'm planning to attach it to server one. So I'm going the 1A. Snapshot ID. So you want a raw volume, or you want to take you want to create a volume from any of the snapshot. So we are going with the raw volume. So if you want to create a snapshot from snapshot, you can go with any of the snapshot. So as you're creating a new volume, if you want encryption, select the encryption. Otherwise, no need. So I'm clicking on create volume. Guys, everyone understood how to create an additional volume? Guys, you can create an additional volume here also like this, or when you're launching the EC2 instance, guys, when you're launching the EC2 instance, here also you can do that. Do you see this? Add new volume. Here also you can add it. Both are same. City okay now? So now I call this as server one additional volume. Okay. So now I have created this. What is the state of the volume? Available. So what we need to do? We need to go and attach it. Correct? How to attach it? Select the volume and then go to actions and then attach volume. So now to which EC2 instance that I need to go and attach? Server one. And now this is a root volume or additional volume? Additional volume, correct? If it is additional volume, what is the device name I should give? Did we learn that? Yes, apart from XVD, so you can go with all the way from XVDF to all the way to P. XVD, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, those many. So XVDF is fine for me here. Andre, it is not /dev/. This is the root volume. No, this is the additional volume, no? Right? So /dev/sda1 is only for the root volume. Now we are attaching the additional volume. If it is additional volume, you should not keep /dev/sda1. You should keep it something else with XVD with this range. So I'm going with XVDF. Click on attach volume. Now, if I go to my this EC2 instance, do I see my D drive here? No. Where should I go and enable this again? I had to go ahead to the disk management and then Rara, come. Okay, here. Do you see this here? We have the disk one. Disk 0 is 50 GB. Disk 1, it shows offline. So what we need to do, we should make it online. Right click and then make it online. So it says not initialize. So we need to initialize. Right click and initialize. Now it is online and initialize. Now it says unallocated. So we need to allocate it, no? Right click here and new simple volume. Next. You want to mark it as D drive, E drive, F drive, whichever drive it is. Go select that. Next, and then finish it. So if I go here, my D drive is ready. Do you need any downtime? No need. So you can keep on adding the additional volumes like this. Can you increase the volume size of 10 GB from D drive from 10 GB to 100 GB now? You know how to do that? Yes. How? Go there, modify volume from 10 to 100, click on modify and go to the EC2 instance. And then same thing how we did extended the volume. extend the volume. City, everyone clear? Any questions, City, till here? All good? Non-IT? Yes, Chandra. Okay. Sir, above 30 GB it is chargeable, right? Yes, above 30 GB is chargeable, but don't go for more. So that's why I'm just going for that 10 GB or 20 GB. Don't go and use 16 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 500 GB, 200 GB. So just a number. If you change the number, the process is same. There is a question. So did we try force detach? You want the force detach? Okay, now do you see this here? We'll try. Sir, you told us something about shared volume. Hold on, Chiti, Kamal. We'll do it one by one. Shared volume meaning what? EFS, that is different service. We'll take it later. Srinivas Raj is asking, can we decrease additional volumes? Answer is no. Additional, whatever volume it is, you cannot decrease it. Okay, now, guys, a D drive, I'm just trying to do. Okay, someone is writing it. Okay, someone is writing it. So my D drive is in use. Yes. So now I need to go and detach it. Is it possible to detach the additional volume while the CPU is running? Answer is mixed feelings. Answer is yes, correct? So additional volumes can be detached, but it's not recommended. Why it is not recommended? Because this is the use case. People might be using it or doing some coding or might be doing something. So, but there is no way. Now you have already mentioned that, hey boss, exactly at 10 o'clock, your additional volume will be detached. So do not log in and do not do anything. So, but this guy is still using it. It is now, do we need to wait for him? No, even though we have mentioned it, we should not wait. What we should do, we go and then Pasak. Go ahead and then detach volume. Detach. So let's see, it is in use. If I refresh it, still in use. I've already detached it, still in use. Now, what is the reason? What we need to do? We need to force detach it. Refresh. So the see, now it is not getting it. So because that's the reason why most of the AWS, okay, will get frustrated. Even though we have mentioned the downtime, don't do that, they will be doing it. So we need to go ahead and forcefully detach it. Now it is available. So in my EC2 instance, so whatever I do it here, it will be gone. After some, it will be gone. Right? So this how you detach the additional volume. Can you attach it back? Yes, the same way you can go and attach it. There's, sir, in EC2 instance, how we can check the additional values attached from AWS? What? In EC2 instance, how we can check the additional volume is attached from AWS? The question is clumsy. The question here is from AWS, from everything what we're doing it. So yes, so you can look at the drives here. It is not from AWS. You have to go and do it. So if you are going and doing it, obviously you should know, correct? Or if it is, so go with, as Kamal is saying, go to the EC2 instance and check the unallocated one. If I understood your question correctly. Guys, everyone understood? Chandru is asking, after detach and attach, root volume OS will be available in EC2? Obviously, no. The volume, the OS is in the volume. If you detach it, there is nothing there in EC2. If you attach it, The OS will be there in the EC2. Okay, so that is all on the volumes, guys. And now, do you see this here? We have create snapshot lifecycle policy. Snapshot lifecycle policy on the left side lifecycle manager, both are same. So if I go ahead and then select any of the things and click it here, it will go to the same page only. Okay, so let's talk about lifecycle manager. So what is this lifecycle manager? Babu, what is this lifecycle manager? So this lifecycle manager is used to automate creation and deletion of snapshots and AMIs. So is it possible for us to go and take the snapshot every day manually for 100 EC2 instances? No. Can you take an AMIs for all 100 EC2 instances manually? No. So for that reason, AWS came up with something called data lifecycle manager. So you want to take snapshot or AMIs, so you need to create a policy here. By the way, let's say how many volumes are there? Now we have 3 volumes. Now I want to take the backup of the snapshot. So you decide which volumes I need to take the snapshot just randomly. Based on the requirement, we will go. So which one do you think? So we'll take a root additional volume, which is only 10 GB, because we don't want to spend money here, correct? So for this, guys, how do I identify? Let's imagine now I have only 3 volumes. If I have 300 volumes, how do I identify now? Yes. So whichever you want to take the snapshot for all the volumes, you need to mention the tags, because we need to identify them, no? So what you need to do, call it as, maybe you can give any name. So I call it as backup. Yes. So whichever I want to take the snapshot, I just use the common key value key pair called backup. Yes. So now inside this lifecycle manager, I'll say that I'll create a policy. Hey, Macha, whichever the volume has a tag called backup is equal to yes, go and take the snapshot. Correct, guys? But you need to manage those tags, correct? You understand how tags are very important, even though it is optional, right? To do this automation, to manage tags are important. So now let's go to lifecycle manager and click on next steps. See, this is the same thing that you get it. Okay, you want to take the resource type. You want to take as volume or instance. If you want to take the snapshots, volume, select the volume. So see here, already tags are getting listed. Backup is equal to yes. Do you see this? If it is not there, now if you want to target resource tag, so which is we have the backup is equal to yes. Whichever the volumes has backup is equal to yes, that are getting triggered now. Policy description, call it as some any name, snapshot policy. Okay. Role, default role that AWS will be giving the default role. Tags is fine. And then I'm going to the next policy status enable. But do you all understand, before I go to the scheduling nesting, do you all understand this first page, what to select? It is the only thing that you need to select is the tags. Chitti. Bulbul Chitti. is it clear? Okay. So now I click on next. So now you want to schedule it, no? If you want to schedule it here, give some name. You want frequently, daily, or it's basically your schedule, correct? Correct, guys? So, and how many snapshot that you want to keep, guys? So let's say every day you are taking the backup. So after 15 days, how many backups will be there? So you have so many backups, right? But do you really need 15 days backup? No need. So based on your customer requirement, based on your company policy, you can keep we call it as retention period. So you can use, let's say, I just need only 5 days backup. So guys, it will make sure that only 5 days snapshot will be there. Rest everything will be keep on deleting automatically. It will maintain only 5 days. That is called retention period. So if you say that frequency, yes, CTA, they are incremental. What is the reason you say but? There is no but here. So every day, maybe first snapshot will take full, and next time it will take the incremental. That AWS will handle it. We don't need to take care, and we don't need to worry on it. Snapshots are incremental. That is correct. So how it is taking and how the data is, do we need to really worry about? We have the snapshot. That's it. We create a volume out of it. We'll get the data. Correct? Yes. Understood? So frequency daily, every 12 hours, starting at 9 o'clock UTC, you are taking it. Now you have additional advanced settings. Generally, you don't need to worry on this, but let's go and do some Galikify. That meaning, let's try to go and understand. Tagging, you know very well, you can tag it. Snapshot archiving. Guys, snapshots. So now using this policy, you are taking the snapshot. So you want to keep those in archive mode or normal mode? That is depend upon, you can select it here. Fast snapshot restore. Do you want to enable fast snapshot restore for those the snapshot is getting created? If at all you want, take it. But now, don't do this. That is chargeable. Cross region copy. Now you are taking the snapshot. All the snapshot will be available in which region by default here? If you are taking the backup snapshots, region, Chitti, Pooja. Oi, which region I'm saying, not availability zone. Mumbai. So if you want to have automatically to get copied from other region to other region, then cross region copy. So you can automatically say that, but additional charges apply. So target region apart from Mumbai. So you can select any of the region. So if at all you want to, guys, this is for your, can we say for DR, disaster recovery? Guys. So if you feel like Mumbai, sir, I'm taking the backup and parallelly I need to have the backup in another region also. Yes, you take the snapshot. By default, the snapshot will be available in Mumbai also. And also parallelly, a copy of the snapshot will also be available in whichever region you have selected. You can select add new region. You can select multiple. Kanwai. Okay. Same thing. If you need super DR, if you think that, no, sir, what happened if my entire account got crashed? That will never happen. or if you feel like, okay, whatever the snapshot I want to take, I don't want to keep it in my account. I want to keep it in some other account. Yes, all the snapshot can be shared to some other account as well by giving the account ID. So this is purely depend upon requirement. If there is any scope, you do it. Otherwise, just leave it. But AWS is giving you so many things. Based on the requirement, you should use it. So don't have please don't be in feeling that, oh, I want to use everything. Whatever the restaurant guy is giving you to eat, Mandi, India and all, try to eat it. So if it is over flooding, so don't eat. Don't have that mindset like I need to eat everything. Okay. So based on the requirement, you just go and choose it. Everyone understood how to create a policy? Click on review and then create it. Boom. Ma understood. Chitti. Any questions? Clear? Yes, you can take it. That is what we guys. There is a question from Srinivas. So can I take snapshot using Lambda? Obviously, yes. I still remember in many years back, I used to write a Lambda Python script to take the snapshot. It was not there. This lifecycle manager was not there. We used to write a Python scripts and schedule it using Lambda and using the tags. We take the backup. But now AWS might have saw that I'm crying, or many people like me are crying. So he has came up with this lifecycle manager. Possibly. Okay. Is it clear on this now? So we have covered AMIs, volumes, snapshots, and lifecycle manager. All this. So guys, reserve instances, I'm not touching it because you should not do it. But the thing is, if at all you want to, let's say, for example, you want to reserve this Windows Server 1. But guys, this is on demand or reserve now at the moment? It's on demand, correct? Because we have launched it and we will be deleting it. But just in case if you want to reserve it, what you do? Go here and then click on purchase reserve instances. Don't do it. I'm just showing you. Okay. So which platform? You want Linux, Windows, or whichever it is, select it. Tenancy, default or shared? I mean, default or dedicated? Default meaning shared only. So it is default. Offering class, did we learn about convertible, standard and all? So go with the standard one. So which instance type that you want to reserve? Let's say T2 micro only. Term, how many years that we have learned? Term? 1 or 3 years. Do you see this? 1 month to 12 months or 12 months to 36 months. So it is 1 year or 3 years. So I'm just going with 1 year. Payment option. Did we learn that you can do a partial payment or full payment? It's like down payment, guys. So if you want to completely do the upfront or you want to do the partial upfront, it's up to you. If you have money, based on that, you can go with. Click on search. So now for 12 months, you want to reserve it. So guys, your upfront payment is $32, whereas the effective rate was 0.007. But after reserving it, you will get it for 0.004 hourly rate. And like this, how many T2 micro that you want to go? If you want 10 machines, go and purchase 10 machines. So 10 T2 micros in your account will be charged only this amount. Understood, guys? If you just click on continue, view cart, and then hit it, add to cart. You see this? As I have 10 machines, it is $320 for 10, and then view cart, and then boom. And then your billing will be happening only for this hourly rate. So if you are going for bigger one, T2 X large, for example, search. See, it was 0.118. Now it is 0.059. See, and if you're going for all upfront, nothing, because you're paying all for 12 months. You're paying for T2 X large for one machine. This is a you get, and you don't need to pay anything because you are paying everything in upfront. If it's no upfront, nothing. You're just reserving it. But do you have any discount here? No. Do you all understood how to reserve it, guys? So just in case if you get any kind of requirement, so this is how you should be reserving it. Practice purpose, we do on demand, but real time it is reserved. I cannot say that. But practice purpose, I'm sure we should use on demand. But in real time, people will go with on demand also. But people don't much consider reserve instances because they don't know how to do it, number one, and they're lazy, right? And then they don't have feeling of they need to do cost optimization. Whenever, if you want to see, if you want to do the cost of optimization, reserve instance is the best. Spot instances, when you go for spot, for any kind of your DevOps CI/CD pipelines, where instance will be up and then job done for a few minutes and then close. So any short-term things that can be testing, that can be deployment, that can be anything, processing, that can be a cache or anything which is for short-term. A recommendation is go with the spot. You will get it for cheaper price. You don't get. So just imagine, guys, you have with the bulk huge machines. People see. I still remember. Not still. I'm paying for one of the accounts some almost $30,000 or $40,000 per month. So if customer come and say that, hey, can you do some cost optimization? I'm paying too much. So these are all the things that you should be doing. Okay. City, all good? Any questions? So go for it. Same thing. Scene was whatever I'm talking about. Whenever it be interviewer asks cost optimization, you can talk about reserve instances, spot instances, savings plans, right? And then try to, guys, let's say, guys, this one you need to come up with your own stuff. See, I am the AWS engineer. So left and right, I'm going and launching the EC2 instance. Developer come and say, I need 32 GB. I'm going in and going and launching 32 GB. Another one comes and say that, hey, I need 64 GB without any thinking, second thought, I'm going launching 64 GB EC2 instance. Is that the right way to do that? No. Let's say if someone has already done that and your manager say that do some cost optimization. So what you do? Go and check the CPU utilization of all your EC2 instances. Let's say you have 64 GB RAM, but the CPU utilization has never exceeded more than 10% for 1 month. Do you need that much big instance? Scale down, no. So these are all the things that you should come up in your mind. So these are all the things you should answer in your interview. So check, try to scale down, check the CPU utilizations, memory utilizations, so over utilizations, and try to go ahead and then downgrade, and then savings plans, reserve instances, right? Unnecessary. Now volumes are there, left and right they have created, but it's not attached. Just lying it as an available state. 500 GB, 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, just available in available state. Just so is it good to be in available state without attaching it to the EC2 instance for 1 month, 2 months? No. Clean it up. Clean all snapshots, right? Check with your development team. Ask them, hey, do you need these snapshots? These many snapshots, these many volumes are there. Those are all in available state. These many AMIs are there, right? Go and clean it up. So cleaning is up is the only cost optimization here, and also reserving spot savings plans and all. Understood? I don't remember who asked this question. That is the one. Yeah. Okay, so this is, don't worry, Rishikesh. You tell me how many did you completed the practical, Rishikesh? Did you completed the practical yesterday? Yes or no? Yes. How many hours that you spent? 1 or 2? Quick. 4 hours. Okay. So today you have spent of 4 hours. Okay. Okay. Let's take average 4 hours. People are spending 4 hours. That is actually too much, but I'm just saying 4 into 30. How many, Chiti? 120 hours per month minus 750 hours. How many hours are there? 630 hours are there. So do not even worry and think about the EC2 instances, how many hours that I have used and all. Just go ahead. Okay. Archiving, I don't want archiving. I don't say, why did you wait for 4 hours for archiving? Delete it. No, you know how to do the archiving. You don't need to wait now, right? Delete it. So the unnecessary, it will be charged for that. Because that if you're archiving any snapshot which is only 5 GB, 10 GB, that is good. But if you're archiving 30 GB snapshot or volume or which this thing, it will take charge. So archiving, don't wait for it and kill it. Just do, you know how to do it, keep it. That's it. Sorry, there is a question. Can we integrate Jenkins servers on AWS? Obviously, yes. You can install whatever you want to install on the AWS. You can do it. It's an open book. Okay, guys, see here. Do you remember crosstask that we have discussed in our theory? Remember crosstask, everyone? You might have a screenshot also. Crosstask city. I told you 2 servers will be there. So Bahubali instance and triple R instance, somehow something, right? So now So now your task is so have this root volume and additional volume for one machine, right? And on the second machine, have root volume and additional volume. Have this is in 1A and this is in 1B. I want to detach this additional volume and attach it here. I want detach this additional volume and attach it here. How to do that? Can you simply attach and detach to these EC2 instances? No. What is the concept? Yes. So guys, go with only additional volume 10 GB, take a snapshot and create a volume out of it and attach that volume here. Same thing, do it here. That is the crosstask. That one. And also in this crosstask, detach. I think root volume is not required. Only additional volume is fine. Okay. But if you want to do the root volumes also, that is fine. You can also try on the root volumes. But if you do for only one volume, it's same for root volume also. So increase the root volume size. Do you know how to increase the root volume size now? Yes. Add additional volume and make it available to the user. Yes. So play with attach and detach volume for the root and additional volumes. Guys, so have one EC2 instance launch and play with detach 1A root volume, attach it to another EC2 instance in 1A. Guys, try to launch 4 EC2 instances, 2 in 1A, 2 in 1B, and then try to plug in and plug out all these 1A volumes to other EC2 instances, try launching it, try logging it, all these things. This is guys, I told you, sometimes I'll give you exploring task. Time has come. See, guys, guys, concentrate, please. Now you have the EC2 instance. Just assume that you have lost the PEM file. Is it possible to log into the EC2 instance? No. So assume that you don't have password and there is no PEM file and we have only EC2 instance. I want you to crack and I want you to log into the EC2 instance. How is the question? Guys, I'm giving a hint, but I want you to explore. There are so many articles already available, right? So many articles available, but I'm just giving a hint. Can you go and launch one more EC2 instance parallelly? Yes. Yes. And for that parallel instance, you have the root volume already attached? Yes. Okay. Question. See, guys, is it possible to detach this root volume? Yes or no? Yes, you can detach it. Can you attach this root volume as a additional volume to this EC2 instance? Additional volume. Yes. Yes. Additional volume. Yes. But the booting will be happening for this EC2 instance. Booting will be happening with this only. But I can attach it to this. And then once you attach an additional volume, can you log into this EC2 instance which you have the password? Can you go inside this root volume? All your files will be there. There will be one file that you need to modify it. Modify those file and attach it back and see how it works. I want you to explore that. Interesting, no? Yes. So assume you lost your PEM file and need to log in. How? Try to do that. This one also you know very well, self-explanatory. And another new one, guys. I have showed you on the Windows EC2 instance, but I want you to do it on Linux also. You know what? How easy, you know, with the Linux? I'll show you. See, let's say for let's say for this, I'm increasing the volume size from 10 to 20. Okay. If you click on modify, do you see this here? You have the documentation here. Do you see this here, guys? Guys, everyone, do you see this? Open this link. There are only 4 to 5 commands that you need to execute. That's it. See here. Requirement when modifying volumes. Request monitor. Okay. Extend a Linux file system resizing a volume. See? Click it. Guys, you need to execute only these couple of commands. So are we using Nitro or Zen? Zen instance. Select that Zen. This command. This command. Only these commands. These commands. That's it. Only these 4 commands, and you should be able to do it, finish it. Right? So I want you to do that. And lifecycle manager policy created, terminate the EC2 instance. Guys, as we have created additional volumes, when you terminate the EC2 instance, the additional volume will be deleted? No. Right? So for that, you need to go ahead and delete the additional volumes. Let me go and clean it up. I'll show you how to clean it up. See here how to clean up. So go to the EC2 instance. Okay, cancel this here. And then first terminate the EC2 instance. Okay, so terminate the EC2 instances. Okay, so let's wait until it get terminated. So meanwhile, delete this lifecycle manager rule. Otherwise, it will keep on creating the snapshots, instances, server run, because we have logged into the server run, right? So that's the reason it's taking a little bit time. So meanwhile, can you take the screenshot? Yeah. Oh, I just pasted in the chat the task. Sometimes I can paste, sometimes I cannot paste it, guys. So any questions meanwhile? So once you terminate all these things, go to volumes, and we see all the volumes here, right? So volumes should get terminated. So make sure that all the volumes. So we need to wait for this. Guys, I'm telling you, whatever the screenshot that you are taking, my humble request, do not share in any of the public forums. So I don't even recommend this Google Drive. Use our own personal WhatsApp group. So take it and keep it with you. My humble request, please. Try to understand. Do you see this? Those are terminated. Now I go to the volume section, I refresh it. There are 2 left here. So go ahead and then delete those. So now I go to the dashboard, I refresh it, make sure everything is 0. I don't know. Right? Thank you, Ali. So make sure everything is 0. Guys, I'm not singing a song every day. This is really helpful why I'm saying it. Make sure everything is 0 except key pairs and security groups. Do not go here and there, no need. When time comes, we'll go. But nothing will happen. But the only things you will get the bills. So if you follow me, you don't get the bills. If you see 2 go inside it, those are terminated. That's fine. So if you enable termination protection, you need to disable that and then delete, terminate it, Pooja. Same thing yesterday someone was asking. Incremental, Prakash. Okay. Did you copy the task, guys, everyone from the chat? Did you take the screenshot of the chat?